what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a great day so far. I, to be honest, had an amazing day today because it's incredibly hot and summery, just so beautiful outside where I currently live, that this year I decided to go all out. I mean, I'm doing the self-tanner thing, I'm stepping outside the house way more, doing lots more activities, and just overall celebrate the summertime this year. Therefore, I thought it was the perfect occasion to share with you guys my summer essentials. So all of the products, including makeup and skincare, that I think are somewhat essential or at least nice to have for the summertime. As always, I hope you guys are interested, and if you are, stay tuned. I personally feel like that sun protection as a topic, not only on YouTube, the blogosphere, in society, just in people's heads, is still a rather insignificant topic that doesn't get a lot of exposure either, especially when it comes to, you know, taking care of the health of your skin. I mean, everyone is constantly talking about trying to look younger for longer, fighting against wrinkles, dark spots, prevention. However, not a lot of people mention sun protection in the same realm of this topic, which is really unfortunate because 80% of skin aging, skin damage, dark spots, cancer is down to not protecting your skin properly on a daily basis, no matter what weather it's outside. But yeah, for me personally, sun protection is my religion. I have to admit, I have not found my holy grail SPF so far, although I'm constantly on the hunt. I think I have found a pretty good combination, however, of two different SPFs that I'm currently using and that I've been liking so far. Both of these are so-called chemical sunscreens, and the ones that I've been currently loving a lot are Clinique Superdefense SPF 20. I have the one for combination and oily skin types, and a classic, the Roche Posay Anthelios XL SPF 50+. It's the Anti-Brilliance one. I like both of these products for different reasons. The Clinique one is just a great layering product, I find, that never rolls off, that doesn't burn my skin, that doesn't look too shiny either, where you feel like you cannot get yourself to apply a foundation on top. It's a really nice product and I love to grab this one. It has a good formulation, it's fragrance free. On the other hand, I like this one, the La Roche-Posay one, because it has a pretty high PPD value of, I think it is 31, so it's a pretty good UVA protection. For me personally, not only do I look for a great formulation, so great ingredients in the first place, but I want a sunscreen that has a rather high UVA coverage. So I like to be protected, especially against the harmful UVA rays, the ones that are responsible for aging your skin. So I like to layer this one on top of the Clinique one, and I'm pretty much golden. So to help me assess of how much SPF I'm supposed to use, I firstly read a blog post where it stated that you can basically measure your face. So for me, 1/4 of a teaspoon is pretty much the exact amount that I'm supposed to use on my face only. I use the same amount on my neck, but hey, I'm not quite done because I think aside from using your dedicated SPF cream product, you can also protect your skin with certain clothing. I mean, wearing big, large heads, as well as, of course, using the very obvious sunglasses, because, I mean, you guys surely know that the eye area is the most delicate on your entire body, and you sure want to protect it a little bit more, especially also using more sunscreen around the eye area, and wearing sunglasses, wearing big hats, and yeah, probably also staying in the shade a little bit more will help. Since last year, I became quite obsessed with using self-tanners for the first time. I am just so shocked. I mean, I am loving the results. I think they look really natural. They don't clash with my natural skin tone, and they don't look artificial at all. At least I think that. I stumbled upon two products that I'm using all the time now. The first one being by For All My Eternity. This is their tanning mousse in the gold edition. I freaking love this one because not only is this one fragrance free, and I mean it still has this typical tanner scent to it. It doesn't have perfume or anything irritating in it. It even has a retinol derivative. It's really good for your skin. I think it's a great formulation all in all that I can comfortably use overnight as well as on my face. So I like to use this one only at night, sleep on it, and then the next day wash off the residue, and it looks so freaking natural. It has this really nice red undertone too. This one kind of mimics this naturally flushed reddened color that I was going to get if I were to stay in the sun too long. And all in all, I've been really much enjoying it. It is one of the prettiest self-tanners that I have tried so far on my skin, and I'm loving it. The other product being the Clinique Self Sun Tinted Body Lotion. I have this one in the light medium kind. This one is a lighter, much more golden color, I think. Especially if I don't have any self-tanner on and just use this one as my sole self-tanner, it doesn't look as dark and deep as the Mousse one does. So I assume this is the perfect go-to starting out product for people that are not quite sure whether they really want to dedicate themselves to a self-tanner and look a little darker. This one has a nice sheer color. It's very moisturizing, being a lotion. This one has tiny little sparkles, but they're definitely not glitters. It's just a little bit of a sheen, so I wouldn't quite use this one on my face. On the body, it looks really pretty, and for the most part, I've been using this one to refresh my tan that I have already going on, and it worked really nice for that. So far, I love the formulation. This one is also fragrance free. So the first product that automatically came to my mind when it comes to achieving that effortless, undetectable face look, I think, was the Paula's Choice Barely There Sheer Matte Tint. Being Paula's Choice, it has a great formulation, no irritating ingredients whatsoever. I like the coverage. It's not like too sheer where you're not going to see anything. It has the perfect coverage in my personal opinion. It is very creamy upon application, but sets into this semi-matte finish. It's definitely not a totally dead, full-on matte finish at all, at least not on my skin. And I think it's also always down to what you use prior to that in terms of your SPF or moisturizer. The other product being the Lancome Miracle Cushion Foundation that I did a review on. If you guys are interested, it will be linked down below as everything else. So this one is a rather interesting concept. It's like this, I think, sheer foundation or BB cream that is soaked into this cushion or like this little sponge right here. This one has the most natural and realistic skin-like looking quality to it that I have ever encountered in a foundation. Although I wouldn't quite say that this is a classic foundation at all. It's definitely more of like a very sheer tinted moisturizer, BB cream, something along those lines. You guys have to try these out. I think they're one of the nicest products on the market currently when it comes to base products. And by the way, I'm constantly on the hunt for alternatives to this one. So if you guys have suggestions on great cushion makeups that have this semi-matte finish, then please leave your suggestions down below. I would like to get me some more of these. I think right after base products, blotting papers are the most essential for the entirety of summertime, because that way you don't necessarily have to reapply your powder. You can just blot off the shine access. I always have these in my bag at all times, and I cannot live without them in the summertime at all. Listen, the deal with bronzers and my complexion was always that I either looked too orange, too muddy, too ashy, too Oompa Loompa, just too artificial again. It was very perceivable on my complexion, so I was never quite a fan of bronzers in the first place until I have found this product. I'm talking about the Manassi Makeup Lustre Cream Bronzer. This one is like the perfect hybrid of a mousse a cream and somewhat like a gel texture. So this one again melts into your skin like no other. This one has a little bit of a sheen to it. Keeping in the topic of red based bronzers, this one again has this beautiful terracotta red base to it that just looks so natural, especially on very pale skin tones. I love to use this one as a blush on the high points of my cheeks or just bronze up my entire body. The best thing with this bronzer too is that you get a ton of product. I mean, come on. I've been using this one for months and months, and I was pretty liberal sometimes too, and I still have pretty much the entire tub full of product. I think this product genuinely deserves all the exposure that it can get, and I've never seen someone on YouTube talk about it. Last but not least, because I can't leave the house without wearing mascara on my eyes, I have to mention a waterproof mascara, and not only am I wearing waterproof formulations in the summertime, I'm wearing them all year round. This is the new L'Oreal Miss Manga Punky Mega Volume whatever waterproof mascara. I love to use this one. It gives like really full-on loaded spidery dramatic lashes, which is my personal essential for an everyday look. And yeah, I can highly recommend this one. About you guys, but when it comes to choosing a summer scent, I always struggled a little bit because I, to be honest, am more of this autumn person. I have a lot more variety when it comes to these types of perfumes, so the ones that are a little bit heavier, sexier, spicier. I just like to go for these types of perfumes. This year I finally got myself the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess perfume, which this, by the way, is technically not a perfume. It's more like a so-called skin scent. Therefore, it doesn't linger on your skin for too long. I don't mind that at all because I have a Trevolo with me, so these little tiny portable like atomizers for any kind of perfume, so I don't mind reapplying it. I think it's really hard to properly describe scents for everyone, as everyone smells something different, but for me this is the most perfect encapsulation of a summertime scent. It smells like sunscreen, coconuts, it has this flowery undernote to it. To me also it smells like tanned skin, and yeah, love it. Alright, so these were my summer essentials. What are yours? If you have any, please leave them down below in the comments. I would love to read them. And also, please don't forget to check out my social media, Instagram, Twitter. I'm particularly active on Instagram at the moment, so I would love to meet you guys there too. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. I wish you guys a beautiful day, and until we meet again.